Assalamu alaikum. I hope so you're doing fine. I'm Dr. Muhammad Ali Rabbani, and this is a continuation of lecture on cell cycle and mitosis. Go through the this playlist to get the previous lecture. I will add the link on the top too. So we have done what is embryology, what is primordial germ cells, what was their origin, and their cell cycle and its checkpoints. Now we're starting with mitosis. Mitosis is the type of cell division that occurs in all the somatic cells, all the body cells, and in it the daughter cells is identical to the parent cell, especially in the case of DNA content. DNA content remain the same, chromosomal number remain the same, and there are no variations created at this point. So they are genetically DNA identical. So they are genetically identical to their parents. So you will read the terms stem cells, progenitor or transient cells, and then the differentiated cells. So for a particular cell lineages, where you have to replace the cell very rapidly, you have the cells that act as a reserve and they keep on providing the cells for multiplication. So these are called the stem cells, and stem cells they duplicate and they send one of the daughter lines onto the further differentiation and duplication line, and the other one is saved as the stem cell again. So you have maintained stem cell population. This stem cell is a little different or undifferentiated as compared to the differentiated cell. Let's take an example of the surface of the stomach cells, the enterocytes. So they are different from enterocytes. Then there are transient amplifying cells or progenital cells. They have the features intermediate between the stem and the differentiated cell, and they will multiply rapidly, and they will not replenish the stem cell. They will multiply rapidly. 2 will become 4, 4 will become 8, and in each subsequent division they will become more and more like the differentiated cell, and you get the final differentiated cell. They usually do not divide, but there are exceptions too. As you go through the histology, we will discuss those things peacefully. So this is basically the mitosis. Mitosis. What is occurring? Pre-mitotic, what happened in the cell cycle? You had, in this particular picture, you have two pairs of homologous chromosomes. So this means you have 2n, and n is equal to 2 in this case. This is n. Okay. So you have two chromosomes. So it helped in G1, and in S phase the DNA synthesis was done, and after S phase it became duplicated. So you still have diploid 2n, and n is equal to 2. So you have 4 chromosome or 2 pairs, but now you will add the term duplicated. As you can see, they have centromeres, they are attached into the centromeres, and the two sister chromatids are present. So at this phase, the DNA material it enters the prophase. So what happens in the prophase? Prophase, the chromosome number, the chromosomes actually condenses. At this phase, in the pre-mitotic phase, the chromosomes are more or in the euchromatin phase, or at least partially open, and they now compress and compress to the maximally compressed stage, and this is the hallmark of prophase. They become visible and chromatids and centromeres become prominent. Next is the metaphase. In addition to that, the nuclear membrane disappears, the centrosomes goes to the opposite poles, and a lot of other things are going on. Again, we'll refer to the biochemistry and histology lectures for detailed. I'll be focusing more on the genetic material. Then comes the metaphase. The metaphase, the chromosomes, this is the cell. You have, these are the centrosomes that gives rise to the mitotic spindles. The centrosomes and these microtubules emerging from this whole apparatus, and then there will be tubules attaching it to the pole. This whole is mitotic spindle. So this mitotic spindle defines the poles of the cells. Before the poles of the cell will define the equator. You have two poles and equator in between them. The chromosomes, they arrange themselves across the equator, and that's the important thing, that chromosomes align in as a single line. So if you have 4 chromosomes, you are going to get them like this. They are in a single line. That's a very important thing. They will not be like this or arranged in multiple layers. So this will not happen. They will be arranged in a single layer. So after being arranged in a single layer, in the third, this is the metaphase, and this is the hallmark of metaphase, them being arranged in an equatorial plate. Then comes the anaphase. In this, the cells they break at this point. They break at this point at the centromere, and the two sister chromatids separated. So in this particular picture, you had 2n or 4 chromosomes, n is equal to 2 in this picture, and it was duplicated. So when it separates, you see it still remain 2 n's and n is equal to 2. So it are 4 chromosome or in 2 pairs, but it is non-duplicated. This is non-duplicated. So this is an important thing to be understood, that from moving from this step to this step, the chromosome number remained the same. You still count the same number of chromosomes, you remove the word duplicated from it. So they break and move away from towards the pole, and then comes the telophase. This is the phase where everything that happens in prophase was reversed. So the condensed chromosome, they relax and they spread out. They become euchromatin. The nuclear membrane comes back. The mitotic spindle is disassembled, and all of these things will go on. And then there is cytokinesis too. The cytoplasm itself will be divided into two, and these two cells will be separated. So this is about mitosis. This is a picture, by the way, this is the picture from Michael H. Ross Histology, textbook of histology, and this is the picture from Langman's Embryology. So it is showing the basically it is not prophase, it is basically, it is mentioned prophase, but it is pre-prophase. Why do I know that? Because the DNA material has not been duplicated yet. It is somewhere in the G1, because you are not even in G2 where the DNA material is duplicated. So it is the prophase where duplication is shown, condensation is shown, nuclear membrane is still there, but centrioles are going on the opposite end. And then in the metaphase there is equatorial arrangement, mitotic spindle is totally arranged. In the anaphase, sister chromatids are being separated by separating at centrioles. Telophase, they reach the opposite end, and everything that happens in prophase will be reversed, and you will have the daughter cell that will be genetically identical to the parents. So that's all about the mitosis. In the next video, I'll be discussing meiosis in detail. Thank you so much. If you have any question or suggestion, please mention in the comments below.